Since everyone is talking about pop music, I'm going to talk about K-pop. Because I think K-pop is more in a sense of performing arts than music itself, because it contains the choreography and the music video effects. So as we are using the eclectic method, we're going to talk about, of course, from historical to formal to phenomenological to hermeneutic. So let's start with the historical analysis. So I'm going to talk about a little of K-pop. Everyone calls it Hallyu, the Korean wave. The idea that South Korean pop culture has grown in prominence to a major driver of pop culture, seen in everything from Korean dramas on Netflix, as the Squid Game is very popular now, and to Korean skincare regimens dominating the cosmetic industry, to delicious Korean tacos on your favorite local menu. And at the heart of the Hallyu is the ever-growing popularity of K-pop, short, of course, for Korean pop music. K-pop has become a truly global phenomenon thanks to its distinctive blend of addictive melodies, slick choreography and production values, and an endless parade of attractive South Korean performers who spent years grilling in studio systems learning to sing and dance in synchronized perfection. Although it has been building for 2 decades, the K-pop in particular has been increasingly popular in the past 5 to 10 years. And Korean artists have becoming more popular in the States, hitting the Billboard Hot 100 start. And then it has been an impressive $5 billion industry till now. And now I'm going to talk about an introduction to NCT and NCT 127. So NCT, short for Neoculture Technology, is a boy group or boy group system under SM Entertainment. The group was announced in 2016 that there will be different teams that will debut based on different countries around the world or different genres of music. On July 1st, in 2016, SM announced that the second subunit will be called NCT 127, with the number 127 referring to the longitude of Seoul. They debuted on July 7th, 2016, with their debut single for Chire Track. And then for the song that I am going to talk about, they're produced by these kind of people, which is both Korean and international. It's like a blend. And it's increased in November 23rd, 2019. And it not only debuted on the number 1st on Billboard World Digital Song Sales Chart, but also sets record for the fastest K-pop boy group to top Billboard's World's Digital Song Sales Chart at that time. So before I want to introduce you to the song itself, I want to introduce you to an element or a kind of song called Tikatonu. It is a haka performed widely in New Zealand, the traditional posture dance performed by the Maori tribes of New Zealand, and you can see it from here. Yeah, so it's like a series of vigorous move of the body and then the strong rhythms. And then now I'm going to introduce you the song itself. I'm going to play the whole song because we're not only hearing the song itself, but looking at all the visual elements. And also you can hear from the start of the music video that there's an element of the last video that I showed you.
Anything?
There's no voice, there's no audio in the first few seconds, so. Can you hear it now?
Oh, I hear sound.
Yes,
We're
yes.
good.
Simon says, hurry up, girl, the lyrics left.
또 멈춘 순간 널 향해 도준다 손 up hands up 뒤돌아 hands up 흔들어 숨이 가득 차로 여기 계속 가 왜 또 눈치만 보고 서 있나 우두커네 왜 또 겁먹은 표정 늘진 나 이걸 원해 주문을 걸었다 너왜 홀라나 wow I see we are so sexy and she knows she can break me 누가나 이렇게 bless me out true Simon says be cool don't be such a fool Simon says we feel by pillow Simon says we feel by pillow 차 사이로 길을 여는 사이로 네 맘의 그 채증을 밤새 뚫고 다녀 누구보다 빨라 전부 네가 있어 거침없어 모든 건 내게 달려 점점 분위기는 high 우리 막는 소린 bye 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 신경 다 끄고 놀아 밤새 누가 뭐라 하든 상관 안 해 전부를 배워 I'm gone 너를 홀려라 wow I see we are so sexy 내 소리 know you can break me 누가 날 그렇게 bless me out true Simon says be cool don't be such a fool Simon says we feel by pillow you think you know Simon says we feel by pillow
Yeah, so that's all with the music video. And now we're going to dive into the formal analysis. The key is in A major and the BPM is 152, which is a very high number. The meter is 4/4 and the form is ABABCB, and it's a very typical K-pop or pop song. And the structure elements here are listed below: verse, refrain, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, and outro. So the song is formally arranged as verse 1, refrain 1, pre-chorus 1, chorus 1 as a cycle. And then we have another verse, refrain, pre-chorus, chorus. And then we have two bridges of different melodies and rhythms. And then we head back to the chorus. And then we getting to the top. And then we use the outro to end this song. So I'm going to talk with the phenomenological analysis. So before we go into the real phenomenological analysis, I interviewed two contrasting friends that has never listened to this song about how they feel. One is a data science major, which knows like little about music, and a classical pianist, which knows a lot about music. So the data science major guy said, it has a huge visual and auditory impact, and the dance goes well to the music, and the rhythms are very strong, so she thinks that it definitely goes well in the club. The classical pianists they thought that the motive stands out with a short and strong rhythm, and I found that the instrumentation was from more and more get orderly from a chaotic manner. It has a very clear structure, and the timbre is very rich and varied. So for the analysis, I found three very important sound elements that I want to talk about as for sampling, call and response, and development. So for the sampling of this piece, it used the tikatonu that we're listening about from the start of the piece and also from the sample we used. And then it has a very weird use of horse sound, which we could hear from this clip of instrumentals. This is the horse sound. And these are the human voices are from the tikatonu sampling. I think it made a very huge impact of like developing the song into the pre-chorus and the chorus part. And also there's a very widely use of call and response, not only as a sampling use of tikatonu from like the first few seconds of the music video, but also as we can see from these lyrics, all these parentheses are the call response from other members differing from the singing one that we could hear from here.
She can break me. Look at her, you can bless me out true. Simon says be cool. Don't be such a fool.
Yeah, so also development has like adding an element or two approximately every 8 bars in the verse and refrain for us to like gradually develop the mood into the pre-chorus and the chorus. Because these are too much to talk about, we will skip it for now. And now let's go into, hermeneutic analysis. So about the title, I think many of you knows what Simon Said means. It's a child's game.
Hey, let's play Simon Says. When I say Simon Says jump, you jump. When I say Simon Says shout hooray, you shout hooray. But if I don't say Simon Says first, don't move. And that's how we play the game. Are you ready?
Yeah, so that's the rule. Like when the host or Simon says like jump, you have to jump. You have to obey what they say. So
Hey,
wait a minute.
let's play.
So it contributes a lot to the lyrical analysis that I'm going to both talk from Simon Says perspective and Tikatonu's perspective. For Simon Says, like you have to do what the host tells you to do, and then it is a way that they both, like as a whole, they wanted to tell the haters that we want to do what we want to do. And it's like Simon Says be cool, and then it has a lyrics that Simon Says hands up, turn around. It says like it means that we have to get confident and we want to know, or we want to like to do what we want to do. And then from the Tikatonu's perspective, the lyrics and the Tikatonu's sample was that what is right is always right and be true to yourself, which is also similar to the meaning of the lyrics, which is like don't be afraid, the only one stopping you is yourself. So that we have to like be ourselves and be true to ourselves, and what is right, it will be always right. And then I'm going to talk about the visionary stuff, which is like the music video.
Kelly, you got 2 minutes maximum.
Okay, it's about it. The masks that we saw in the beginning, it signifies the confident self. With the lyrics hands up, turn around, they took up their masks like this. And then the enclosed space, which is also the space. The enclosed space up till chorus 1 gave people a feeling of tension and distress. And since it is a child game and in an enclosed space, it reminds me of Squid Game. And then for the microphones and the latter part, the huge amount of microphones in the latter part of the video states that they are speaking out for themselves. So to wrap up, we have 3 major parts. The meaning, starting with the sampling of Tikatonu, serving as an intro to the declarative nature of the song. The exaggerated verses and raps effectively turned the song into to all their haters who think you know it all. And for the sound, with the spiritly bass beats driving much of the track, and the synths and there's distorted repeating phrases guiding the chorus, insanely addictive hook. It pushed towards the end of the song with a focus on the vocalist. And also with the video, Simon Says was released with a charismatic video that swathers the 10 members of NCT 127 in a variety of artistic masks, which they discard throughout the clip as they perform aggressive, swaggering choreography and face down the camera. Okay, so that's all for it. Thank you.
Excellent. Just really thorough. Really.